we continue Shiur, and basically deals with how to adapt good characteristics in one himself. Now it tells us there are three ways to adapt one's characteristics, and each one of them is unique in its own way. There are different types of inferiority in a person, inferiors in a person, that he would be saved from them with doing mitzvot. There is a segula in mitzvot that this person would be saved from this from inferior mitzvot, act that he has, mitzvot to them. There are some in a person, inferior behaviors, that the person would not get saved only with Torah. Mitzvah doesn't have. And there are some that he would not be saved even with Torah, only if he sees to straighten his characteristics through advice of Musa, להפריש דרכיו הטובים מן הרעים. Now they were with learning Musa, learning good characteristics, and learning how to adapt good mitzvot. In other words, Musa means learning subject that talks about how to get away from bad behavior and get good principle in life. That's called Musa. In other words, Torah, not every piece of Torah is Musa. Torah is consists of halacha, halacha ground, what we talked about halacha, and the build-up of halacha in different areas. Some part of the Torah talks about the history of Kahal Israel. Some part of the Torah talks about mitzvot. Some part of Torah is Musa. Musa means to admonish through giving advice how to work with some of the bad characteristics that the person has. That's called Musa. Levychaim to separate the Rachavatim, in other words, the ways that's good from bad. And for that, we need to help Musa. Therefore, here the Gaon is telling us now, this sefer is written, tell us how should the person get good mitzvot, how could the person adopt good characteristics in himself. Now, first of all, Rambam, when he writes Hilchot Deot, he calls Deot mitzvot. In other words, he calls mitzvot Deot. Now, why does he call mitzvot the characteristics? Deot should have said mitzvot, that's Deot. Deot comes from knowledge. Rambam is telling us, through education, through knowledge, you could adapt yourself. You could get a better mitzvah. And we are against this philosophy that you are born to be jealous, you are jealous. You are born to have taiva, you have taiva. You can't do anything about it. You are born to have anger, you're going to have anger. Torah is 100% against this philosophy. HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave different inclinations to the person, and we admit, we accept this truth that the method in people are different. In other words, the historian, the test of each person is different. Somebody has anger, somebody has jealousy, not everybody has the same. But anybody HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave to him special tasks that you should work. Somebody has to work on anger, is not jealous. Somebody has to work on arrogancy, is not lazy. Somebody has to work on laziness, not arrogant. Therefore, each person has a flaw. Each person has an inferior behavior that he has to work on. And the work that was created for a person is to adapt that. Now, it's interesting. We just had the parasha of Bilam, and Torah tells us HaKadosh Baruch Hu spoke to Bilam. Hashem changed the mute heart to Bilam. Hashem brought the malach to Bilam. Hashem did all of these things to Bilam. At the end of the parasha, Torah says that Yashov Bilam Limkomo. Bilam went to his own place. What does that mean? What's Torah saying? Torah saying that nothing changed. It stays the same. Nothing changed. On the first we say, what happened? Limkomo. To his first makom that he was, first position. And nothing changed. Unbelievable. Hashem spoke to him. He saw such a great miracle of you talking. He saw the malach. He saw all of the things that HaKadosh Baruch Hu was talking about Israel. All of the prophecies that he brought the Mashiach, he said, Tamun Nafshi Mot Yesharim, the death of Sadiq and Kahal Israel is such unbelievable. I wish my Acharit should be like them, the enemy should be like that. All of these things he sees and he observes and he's involved. At the end of the day, he goes back to his own makom, to his own place. Nothing changes. Him and Bala, in his own ways. Therefore, this is wickedness. This is rishut. Rishut means that a person doesn't change. A person sees things, he doesn't adapt, he doesn't get it. Now, that's why the Mishnah says there are three characteristics that belongs to Talmidav Shel Bilam and Talmidav Shel Abraham. Mishnah compares Abraham and Bilam because just like Abraham was the father of Jewish nation, created Jewish nation, Bilam was the father of the Goyim, and in other words, he says there are students for both of them have students. Now, one point that you have to mention the difference between the Talmud of Bilam and Abraham is Emunah, is faith. But the Mishnah in Avot doesn't say that. The Mishnah doesn't say the difference is that one has Emunah, one doesn't have Emunah. The Mishnah says that the characteristics of the Talmidim are, one is Ayin Tova. Abraham has Ayin Tova, good eye to see other people. And Bilam doesn't have Ayin Ra. Nefesh Recheva. He has a Nefesh Recheva. He has a discreet. And Abraham has Nefesh Shefala. He's happy with whatever that he has. And Ruach Nevuah. And Ruach Nemucha. Abraham is humble and Bilam is not. Therefore, unbelievable point. In other words, the person could be, HaKadosh Baruch Hu could talk to a person. Hashem could see such a nisim. The malach could come to a person. And all of these things doesn't have any impact on a person. And the person would go back to his own position. Where does that come from? From characteristics that a person has. That's the point that the Gaon is saying over here. In other words, the difference is not Emunah. Both had Emunah. Hashem spoke to them. Emunah is not enough. Emunah doesn't make the distinguish between Talmid of Abraham, Talmid of Bilam. Both have Emunah. What distinguishes between them? What makes the distinction between them? What makes the one to have Olam Haba, to be double to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, to join Hashem, and the other one would go to destroy himself and his destruction? What makes that difference? The mitzvot. From here we learn out that if a person, person has emunah, person finishes shas, finishes everything, but as long as a person doesn't work on his mitzvot, he doesn't change them, he is not going to be Talmid of Abraham. Talmid of Abraham, person has to make change. And that happens daily basis of life. A person, in other words, Rambam tells us in Hilchot Deot that they are bad is like a sickness. So what's Rambam telling us? Rambam is telling us like a sick person. As long as he doesn't realize that he is sick, he cannot cure himself. Imagine a sick person says, right now we have a lot of sick people that they don't believe they are sick, they don't take medicine, and they're destroying themselves mentally, physically. Rambam says the first point is that the person has to realize he's sick. If he doesn't realize that he is sick, nothing works. There's no remedy. Mitzvot to Ra'od is like a sickness. Person has to know. Now, everybody has to know to some level, all of us, we have to work on our mitzvot. Nobody could say, I'm perfect in no. I'm perfect in anger. and perfect in jealousy. Nobody could say it. As long as we have body, as long as our neshama is in the body, we are living in a physical world. This physical world gives it to us, offers to us bad characteristics, and we cannot get away from it. Therefore, daily basis, we have to work on it. If we have that perspective in life, then life, mitzvah, Torah would help us. No. Gaon is saying that there are some bad mitzvah, there are some inferiors.
Hello.
We lost the connection.
We lost the connection?
It shows Rabbi is there, but I'm not hearing him. We lost the audio.
No, I think we lost the rabbi.
No. Look up Oscar's surgery.
Torah is like a fire, and just like fire burns, just like fire
Rabbi,
burns.
we lost the audio for the past 5 minutes. You were disconnected
For 5 minutes?
for like at least 3-4 minutes. We didn't have you.